Hello. Hello? If this microphone not work, someone will pay. Okay, I'm going to assume all is running. Hello. I am your leader, Vladimir Putin. Hello. Oh, I heard my voice. Someone get raised. Hello, I am your leader, Vladimir Putin. I just got off phone with President Donald J. Trump. He tells me I need to see this comedian, very funny guy named Alex Stein. I've watched the guy so much now I can't get work done. We could have ended this Ukraine war a long time ago, but I'm too busy catching up on old episodes. So, I found out that there's a young fellow here named of Scott Starboard. He's doing a show, very funny, pre-show, leading up to the Alex of Steins. So, I thought I'd come in and do my best to make sure that the young man is guided in the right way, if you know what I mean. So, without the further of the adoos, I bring you Scott of the Starboard. Shoot that man over there.
And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott!
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the bass line, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, cheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up, honeyed and milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre-grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Yeah! What up? Oh my god, I miss you guys so much. But it feels like forever. I couldn't be here yesterday. Drove me absolutely bat-ass crazy, but I'm here. We're here. Let's just do the damn thing, shall we? I am Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. Thank you guys so much. So much for being here. I think we got a pretty good show. We're leading up. You know what the deal is. Heading up to prime time with Alex Stein. Right after this. Cut off 5 minutes before so we make sure we don't miss. The man himself. The golden king of comedy. Whoops, here we go. This gentleman right here. Look at Scott rocks. I have the proof that I rock, baby. Let's go. All right. Seriously, this has been a bunch of stuff. My show yesterday was the best show. You guys missed it. It's not my fault. No, really, I really did have a damn good show planned. Pissed me off. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I got out of work. My boss, shout out to my boss. I love my boss anyway. He knows that. My boss somehow got me out of that building today faster than I have in months, right? Driving home, I don't want to dox myself, so just whatever, play along. Driving home usually takes me like half hour, 40, maybe 40 minutes to drive home at the most, right? I get home, I'm like, I cannot believe this. I should have had like an hour and a half to prepare. I had like, probably 40 minutes, which is better than I usually do. I'll take it, you know what I mean? But I had some shit prepared and everything, and I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I literally yesterday I didn't get home until like just about 7 o'clock. I was I don't want to. I'll never say what our private conversations were, but I'm talking to Big E, my boy. Hope he's watching. I haven't peeked at the chat. I'm hoping people are here. Who knows? Right now I'm just flying blind, baby. I'm all pumped up. I got adrenaline pumping through my body. I've been waiting all day. Honestly, I was waiting all day. I was waiting all day yesterday, Dagnab, all night. But I was like, no matter what, I am going to go live on my phone. I don't care. I didn't get home until like almost 7 o'clock last night. And I'm just steaming mad, right? Oh my God. I talked to Big E. Big E's like, what's going on? Are you going? I'm like, damn it. Then I just started getting text after text. My mom, shout out Mom. You know I love you, Mom. But you always should say you love somebody. Always, just like my wife. I love you, baby. And all my kids, I love you guys. You know me. I'm throwing the love out there. I got a lot of love to give. No, but I'm getting text messages and DMs or whatever. Everybody's like, "Hey, you going?" And I'm not mad at anybody. That's good. It felt nice, but at the same time, it just felt crummy, letting everybody down. So I am like 60% sure I'm going to do a Friday show. That's not a really good, it's better than 50. No, but I think I'm going to go Friday. I don't know. See, Friday, since I haven't been going Fridays, I kind of promised my boss, like, work me like a slave all day on Friday, but just get me out of there early, please. So that's the goal. But there's no Alex on Friday, and DMS comes up right after. I say it all the time. Doc Mass Steve, that's my brother. He goes on after Stein, but sometimes he goes a little late, so even if I get home a little late on Friday, I'm pretty damn sure, I'm going to go, like, if it's 6:30 or whatever. But we'll see. I'll as we get closer to the day in question, we'll do the damn thing. Because that sucked, man. That felt like forever. I do not want to be away that long. Speaking of which, let me check. Let's you know what time it is. We got to check with the chat. Oh, there's people here. Thank God. Thank God y'all didn't forget about me. Bob Cook. Bob, I love you, Bob. Thank you so much for being here, Bob. You know you're my man. Morgan Elizabeth up in the house. Thank you so much. Whoops. Morgan, I saw, just before I went on, I saw your Twitter thing, so I know you're driving or whatever, but I appreciate you being here, as always. Thank you. You know that. We got somebody new. Super Punished Our Nod. Sour Nod. Super Punished Sour Nod. Hey! Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I hope I said your name right. My boy! Airplane Willie! What's good, brother? Airplane Willie, my boy. Adam Wiley in the place. He said, what the actual heck is this guy? I don't know. Vladimir Putin just sometimes takes over my stream. All types of people do. The Cake Boss has been here. Who else was here? I think Trump was here. If he wasn't, he's in the rotation. Not every time. I try to mix it up. Keep you guys on your toes. I don't know. I just like to have fun. What are you going to do? Will Roderick, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Matty P is in the place to be. What's good, Matty P? Matty, I stayed up late on Sunday night just because, all right, so Hidden in Plain Sight, Brandon and Perry's show. Brandon is one of Alex's producers. I'll just put it that way because whatever his title actually is. Pretty sure it's like co-producer. I don't know, whatever. Alex is falling over on my table. So they do something called Hidden in Plain Sight. It's, they do all types of stuff. Usually they're like A-logging David Wilcock from Ancient Aliens fame. And no matter whether they're doing that or just the news, current events, whatever, they are hilarious. They are on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, have to watch them. But the Sunday freaking stream, like, they think they go on like 9 o'clock Friday, 7 o'clock at night on Saturday, at least in East Coast time, the only time that matters. No, I'm kidding. But they go on Saturday. They go like 7 o'clock at night. But on Sunday they go at 11 p.m. I got to work, homies. I gotta be in bed. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:50 or whatever, at the latest, But I went in there, Matty P, to say hello to everybody. I shouted you out first, and your ass wasn't in there. I was like, what the hell is going on? But it's all good. I'm just giving you some shit. I think I get. Oh, Jeff Davis, thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate it, man. I really, truly do. And all you guys, I appreciate it. Oh wait, Maddie said Friday and 10 p.m. Friday and Sunday, 6 p.m. live stream on Saturday. Yeah. See, I always try and get into live stream on Saturday because it's live, it's more fun. But I'll tell you, their crowd's fun too. I mean, Bubba Army and the Chat Rats are, the two hypest chats in the whole damn universe. What do you want from, what am I going to say? But I'll tell you right now, a close tied for first is Hidden Plain Sight Chat, man. That shit gets so much fun. It's wild. And Brandon, if you already read, Brandon, when you're in Alex Stein's chat and you see Primetime with Alex Stein, like the main dealie, right? That's not Alex. Alex has Alex Stein. It's the producer's handle, right? But 99% of the time, 99 is our favorite number around here, but 99% of the time, that's Brandon on the wheels of steel behind that YouTube thing. Because it's the show's thing, and they're doing the show, they're behind the scenes. But if you read his stuff, man, Brandon is a wild and crazy mother effer. And we love him. I'm still pissed he didn't go to the Vegas meetup, but that's okay. That's just fine. I figured you could, kidnap Perry and throw him in a van or something, or chuck him in the plane or wherever. I see how it is. No, I'm only playing. But Brandon is hilarious. I just want to give them a little bit of love and, send them some of their flowers, as people say nowadays. You got to give them their flowers and shit. So, on that note, let me get my big, ugly old mug off this screen and go to the little mug. All right, here we go. There's all types of shit going on. I know Airplane Willie, you better not leave, damn it. I'm only going to talk about her for a quick 6 minutes, maybe not even 3 minutes. Airplane Willie, my boy, but he can't stay. He don't want nothing to do with that Karen Reed case, but I gotta bring it up. Man. I've been watching that shit like a mofo. By the way, here's Robert Alessi. I call him like, he's got all different types of names I call him whenever I do it. What did I call him today? I wrote down a little something. Just about the Karen Reed stuff, because I knew I had to hurry up because Airplane Willie don't want to hear this shit. And I don't want my boy leaving. That's my boy. So I gotta be quick. I wrote Alessi's obliteration of the prosecutor's so-called expert named Shannon Burgess, who looks like Steel Toe Morning Show. He really does. He's like a Texas voiced sounding, looking like Steel Toe. I gotta make a meme somehow. I ain't got no damn time. I would have made a good meme for it. I was thinking of having it in the background. Whatever. But yeah, so this is him. Look at this dude's jacked. This is the Glarus, my boy. You guys see him in the opening. Shout out Will the Glera. That's my boy. This is his picture. He's up here in Mass. He's at the Karen Reed trial. I didn't know Alessi was this ripped. Look at this shit. Alessi is jacked up. Can you guys see the muscles on this fool? Let me just look at this. Dude is a beast. I call him. Oh, I didn't even write on this one. It was a different paper. Oh well. Like he's just like a surgical nerdy ninja. The nerd ninja you don't want to mess around with. I'm sorry, this dude just like, I hope I try to entertain you guys, and I can't stand the sound of my own voice, but Robert Alessi's voice isn't like, so the dude Alan Jackson, the head attorney, he's like a handsome older dude, and he has a nice soothing voice. He could be on the radio or TV or anything like that. Robert Alessi, and don't take this bad, Mr. Alessi, at all. He's got more like a cool Revenge of the Nerds type of way of speaking. He's like, yes, sir. And now let me ask you a question. You know what I mean? That's how he talks. But I love it. But he's just so absolutely precise. I mean, he's like a 3D printer coming off with all these cross questions. It's fire. Dude is straight up fire. But so I don't know. I know Airplane Willie isn't watching the Karen Reed trial, but I know a lot of y'all are. Real quick, let me just get to this one thing. This is my baby girl. All right, perfect. There you go. All right, so this is wifey. I shouldn't dox her, but shout out to my love. That's my one and only forever. All right, this dude right here. Didn't I tell you he looks like Steel Toe? He looks just like Steel Toe, except he got a soul patch and he's hanging on for dear life up here. Bro, I know it sucks. Once you shave it all, you're going to feel so much better. You might cry. You'll probably cry a little bit. But just let it go. Get like, Elsa and let that shit go, homie. That's whack. But anyway, just don't let your, your wife go to the Ricadas house. And shit will probably be all right. Shave that hair. Don't let your wife go to Nick Ricadas house. Anyway, this piece of shit. Sorry, somebody said I was in a few chats today bouncing around. I don't know if it was the Young Jerks. The glare is not on. It might have been Andrea, some chick Andrea Burkhart. She's an attorney, another law tuber, and there's so much stuff I gotta get to. What time is it? All right, I'm doing kind of okay. All right, anyway, I feel like I've done this like a month. I'm all excited. So anywho, this dude, I want to have my baby up there. All right, there we go. Not this baby. This is my baby right here. Anywho, so this guy, it works for, oh, damn it, I forget. They basically, it's a company that, why can't I remember the name of them? Anyway, he works for a company that looks up like cell phone information or any information. They can go into anything that's like got a computer and some storage in it, and they can do data recovery and blah 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 blah. This moron went up there. First of all, he switched the times only by seconds, but seconds matter in this case because before this, they were like, all right, Karen dropped off John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe turned his phone on, opened his phone. You guys know, especially iPhone people, but us Android people too. But if you get an iPhone, you can't just take it out of your pocket and start looking on it, right? Or texting or calling or nothing. You have to facial recognition, tap the button on the side, fingerprint, whatever it is to do. So what everybody's known for the past 5 years now is that Karen Reed dropped him off in front of the house, in front of 34 Fairview Road, so he could go in and hang out and drink more like a fucking idiot. And that's why Karen and him were kind of having a little bit of a pissing match. They weren't screaming and hollering, going crazy. She did later because she thought he was banging some chicks in the house because apparently John O'Keefe's been banging the whole town of Canton, all the single moms or whatever. But let's forget that. So the times that everybody's had for the last 5 years is that Karen's dropped him off. John gets out of the car because there's steps because they got fucking Apple Health data as well. He turns his phone on, texts Jen McCabe or calls or one or the other, takes some steps towards the house, walks up and down, runs kind of up and down the stairs because, he's getting his ass whooped and the dog's biting him and shit. That's been the case the whole time. This douchebag comes in 6 days ago. 6 or 7, maybe 8 at the most. I don't know. But it's completely super recent. And he's like, no, everybody got the times wrong. So the times on the data, he's like, actually sound like this. And he's like, the time data is actually a little different. And what we've got going on, and he's not that big. That would be fun if he sounded like that. He's just sounds like Steel Toe with a slight southern accent. But anyway, yeah, he's just a piece of shit, and he totally lied. But fucking Robert Alessi, muscles glasses up there, fucking destroyed this dude. Nobody was expecting it. I wasn't. This guy's been telling everybody that he has a bachelor's degree in fucking whatever the hell it is, right? Come to find out, Robert Alessi literally has the goods on everything. Caught him lying in other court cases. Caught him on his what's that thing? Whatever it is, when you have a business, it's like a business Facebook thing. What the fuck is it called? I forget. All I know is Robert Alessi completely and utterly obliterated this. I've never seen it. It was, if I could explain this better and I had time to like write a little tiny bit of a script down, just so I could explain it much. Aperture. He works for this company called Aperture. And blah, 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 blah. And Aperture is probably going out of business because of this guy. I wish I could explain this better, but long story short, the Karen Reed case for the last 2 days has been nothing but straight fire. It's been fucking fire, baby. Oh, my God. Now he's off the stand. This dude made a complete fool of himself. Robert Alessi, he surgically his name's Shannon, by the way. I mean, it's like a boy named Sue. Like, damn. I would never do that to my son. Call him Shannon. I like the name Shannon. I had a few friends growing up named Shannon. I think of that name fondly, you know what I mean? But now, I hope this guy didn't sneak into my brain, because that doesn't make me think of anything named Shannon. His last name is Burgess, too. It's like, Burgess Meredith? So you're ruining everything for me. I mean, not Steel Toe, but, Steel Toe likes pot awful, so, I know our boy Stein is cool with and likes Steel Toe. I don't like Steel Toe. I think he's a fucking weasel, and it pisses me off that he gets more views than me. But anyway, let's move on to a little something different, because I know Airplane Willie's probably chucked his phone, and he's thinking of leaving. Let me look at the chat, because I'm fucking playing around. By the way, I suck at looking at the chat. I'm trying to get better. Thomas Gilson, my boy, Tommy. Yo, let me see. Airplane Willie. If anyone thinks that is Alex, it's worrisome. Oh no. Adam Wiley, what's good, my boy? Let's go. Morgan said, Mrs. Starboard. By hell yeah. That's the wifey. Where I almost said her name. See, it's so annoying, the damn world we live in. I can't, I gotta I brought my daughter on a couple times. She wanted to pop on, and I'd love for her to be able to sit here. I'll be a good boy. I won't curse or say anything, out of pocket, but it's like you can't, I'd like to share some of my life, a little bit. Not like too much. A lot of people, too many people, overshare way too much. I mean, Bubba kind of overshares, but Bubba's his whole life has already been exposed at this point. So what the hell's he got to lose? God bless him. I don't blame him. It's probably very freeing. It's probably a very freeing feeling that Bubba has to be like, fuck it, I don't care. But I ain't at that point yet, so I'm keeping my, protecting my family. Let me see. Hell yes, free Henry. Adam Wiley, you know about this shit too? Thank goodness. Airplane Willie said, I must have said something once, because he's right. I don't watch or even know who Karen Reed is. Airplane Willie, you don't think I have a good memory? You're probably right, I don't. But I did remember that. Big E's in the place to be, my boy, Big E. What's good? Man, what the hell happened? We're in DMS's chat last night, and all hell breaks loose. There's all types of bullshit fighting, like Get off my boy. That Big E's my boy. Be good to each other. I hate when everybody wants to mess around. Morgan says steel toe cuck show. I'm with you. You know that. I can't stand steel toe. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. All right, let's get off of this because that's just about as. Oh wait, there was one other thing I think about Karen Reed. Let me just get the Karen Reed stuff out the way. Super muscles glasses. Look at our boy. Dude is stacked. I don't even know how old he is. I think he's in his 50s, maybe 40s, 50s. He's looking good. It makes me feel like a dickhead. I gotta go to the damn gym. This really isn't Karen Reed stuff, so don't worry about it. But we're gonna watch this video real quick. I'm gonna read this stuff, and we're gonna move on to the next thing, shall we? I just posted it real quick. It is a little bit long. Maybe I won't. I'll cut it off a little bit. A little bit oily, shall we? All right. Oh, I don't even have my freaking headphones on.
Don't get rough.
Cooperate and don't get double.
Double.
What's she being charged with? Trespassing. Violation of court order. All right. Are you sure about that? Yep. Where are you going to be placed under arrest? What do you want to do? She doesn't want to answer any questions, sir. I'm her attorney. All right. You're being placed under arrest.
Don't get rough.
Cooperate and don't get double.
Double.
I don't know if that showed up. Dag nabbit. It didn't even show up. I wanted you guys to see this one part. Right when she gets the cuffs on. Watch this. Damn it didn't show up.
Doesn't want to answer any questions, sir. I'm her attorney.
All right.
You're being placed under arrest.
Don't get rough.
Did you guys? I hope you guys saw that. Like, I tried to blow it up, and when I did, it like moved over to the left or right, whichever direction we're looking at. I'm sorry. Listen, shout out to my old boss Tom. I love you, and I agree with you. Like, I try to support cops no matter what. If I see a cop, my instinct is to be like trust and be like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad they're there helping the people. But when it comes down to it, especially the fucking Massachusetts State Police suck. Now, I've dealt with a lot of them that are wicked cool. So I'm not really disparaging all of you. If you're a good one, you ain't got nothing to worry about. This doesn't pertain to you. But let me just give you a little, 2 cents of my fucking bullshit, because I'm pissed. When I saw that, you know what? I by the way, I didn't even explain the video, okay? This chick was kind of... All right, so Auntie Bev in the Karen Reed case put a buffer zone. I put a buffer zone around the fucking courthouse so nobody can come there. And nobody has to hear how many fans and people and supporters that Karen Reed's got, okay? So... And then now she made it even further. Well, this chick's pissed because guess what? Sorry, Auntie Beverage, we have a First Amendment right to not only speech, but to expression. This lady walks around purposely. I mean, yeah, she's... Honestly, what she really, 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 truly is doing is trying to support Karen Reed. But yeah, she's kind of rubbing it in the cops' faces a little bit. And she walks around, all she has is 4 words on the back of her sweater. She's not saying anything. It's called freedom of expression. You're not supposed to wear pink anywhere outside while my court's in session. There'll be no pink outside. It's fucking stupid. Because she was saying in the last trial, you can't say jack shit outside. No yelling Karen Reed is free, Karen Reed, nothing. You can't say anything. So everybody started wearing pink. And they just shut their mouths. So she's like, nope, I don't like it. Nobody can wear pink. Fuck you. Fuck off. Auntie Bev, Judge Beverly Cannoni, you can eat a bag of straight up, dirty, hot shit. You're a pile of crap. You should be in jail for what you're doing. And probably what you always done. This is the problem in Massachusetts. I'm sure every state, but definitely in Massachusetts. The Massachusetts State Police do nothing but protect the criminal actions and activities of politicians, judges, fellow cops, and anybody who's cool. Oh, you're in the fucking club, buddy. Yeah. Oh, listen, Oh, you was with the prostitute the other night? Don't even fucking worry about it. I got you covered, kid. I got you fucking covered, kid. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll fudge the fucking, I'll write my report and I'll fucking spell people's names, wrong phone numbers. Oh, I don't know who he was. Oh, did I put the wrong phone number? I'm sorry about that. What do you want me to do? Fucking pieces of dirty ass shit. Anyway, I'm trying not to curse, and here I go. I get fucking pissed. The Massachusetts State Police need to be dissolved, just like the former Mass Highway Patrol. I am old enough to remember there was a Massachusetts Highway Patrol. That's what they did. They would patrol the fucking highways. And to be honest, some of them were dicks. Most of them were fucking awesome. I got pulled over by them a few times, and they were cool as mother chucking ice, boy. They were the best. We loved them. And they got rid of them. What do you know? And they already had the Mass State Police. They're supposed to, like, help. They're kind of like fucking National Guard, Boston, Brockton, Taunton, Springfield, Worcester. It's pronounced Worcester. The Glare. It's pronounced Worcester. I'm sorry. I know it's weird. It's not Worcester. And I know you're doing it on purpose. It's fucking pissing me off. Anyway, Quincy, anybody, you name any fucking town, city, whatever. If the police there are having a hard time, they bring the state troopers in. If there's too big a crowd or some shit, they bring in some state troopers. You know what I mean? Bring in the fucking troopers, dude, quick. We need fucking people over here, guy. And if it's really, really bad, then they're going to call the governor. And they're like, dude, governor. Oh, it's a fucking bitch now. Maura Healey sucks. And they're like, Madam Governor. Yeah, remember when you were banging that female prostitute last week? I need a fucking favor over here. We need some fucking, National Guard over here in Quincy. Quick, stat, come on, I still get the fucking pictures. And she's like, oh, sorry, I was eating up my girlfriend. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, she's like, yeah, I'll send the National Guard over, no problem. They all sound like Auntie Bev to me, Auntie Bev. Anyway, let me read this before my dumbass loses enough time. Shit, time goes by so fast. Mass State Police, they are a corrupt criminal organization that does nothing to help the citizens. You're supposed to be serving and protecting us, bitch, of Massachusetts. When they're not framing innocent people, Karen Reed, or covering up crimes for politicians and cops and judges, I wish I had time. I could show you, I could bore you guys for hours about the Massachusetts State Police covering up for just judges alone. When they're not doing that, covering up for all these filthy criminals, they're hiding like snakes in the grass on the side of the highways where working class folks live and work and pop out and write chicken shit tickets where it costs us all money to fight them in court. And it's like, look how angry and violent they are while putting the cuffs on this innocent woman expressing her First Amendment right of speech and expressione. Mother chucking expression. She didn't say a word until they talked to her. Anyway, I hope she sues them, wins all types of money. She deserves it. Guess what, Auntie Bev? You don't get to supersede the Constitution. Fuck off, lady. She's a crook. I can't stand her. By the way, one last thing. I'm so sorry. Where the hell is it? I know I put it on here, right? There's our boy Steiny. Let me just see if it'll refresh. I know I just put something up here about microdots. I just wanted you guys to see. Because I've never shown Auntie Bev's face, I don't think. Or at least... Aw, don't tell me it's going to send us to fucking YouTube. Alright, bear with me. Am I losing you? Uh-oh. My damn kids are playing some video games. I think that's why. This is a really quick video. Oh, well... I just want you to see a little bit of this real quick, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
Special thanks to Olivia Lambo for pointing this out. Follow her on X. Let's set the stage. It's day 18 of the grueling case against Karen Reed. Judge Beverly Cannoni, long accused of harboring a bias in favor of the prosecution, is eager to wrap up an excruciating day of cross-examination. On the stand is Commonwealth expert witness Shannon Burgess,
Steel
who's just
toe.
been exposed for lying about his educational credentials and misrepresenting his communications with lead prosecutor Hank Brennan.
Oopsie.
And Brennan himself has been hemorrhaging credibility for putting such a deeply flawed witness on the stand in the first place.
This guy, Hank Brennan, he's a special prosecutor for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, for the prosecutor. This is the first time he's ever done this. I mean, I think he was like a prosecutor when he, years and years and years ago. Otherwise, what he does is he gets mobsters off of their court cases and, out of their criminal shit. He represented fucking Whitey Bulger guy. Piece of shit. Oh, isn't it weird? This guy gets hardcore real mobsters off, their cases all the time. So the Commonwealth of Massachusetts hires this piece of shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Were you notified within the last 72 hours that someone from the defense accessed your publicly available or viewed your publicly available LinkedIn account?
No, I was not
LinkedIn. That's what I was trying to think of. Fucking LinkedIn.
aware.
This is almost certainly a lie. For his employer, Aperture Forensics, to remove that link, they must have been notified somehow that his educational background was of interest to the defense.
On his LinkedIn account, he said he had a bachelor's degree and fucking blah, 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 blah. Literally, like 30 hours before he was to testify, they took it down. They got tipped off. They knew what to do. And that dude, Hank Brennan, the whole fucking thing, they're like, we wouldn't do that. You guys are disgusting to accuse us. It's bullshit. But let me hurry up because I honestly get so much other shit. I just want you to see this. Watch this. Ready? Now, Auntie Beverage is pissed that our boy Alessi is destroying. I mean, honestly, it's if I read a script to you from a TV show about what happened in court, you'd be like, that's fucking so cheap. That doesn't happen in real life. That's stupid. That's how ridiculous it was. This man, Robert Alessi, dismantled Steel Toe Soul Patch show over here. She was pissed the whole time. Why is she fucking smiling? Watch this. I just want you to see this one little part, and I'll shut up.
With regard
She glances at Brennan to see if he's looking in her direction.
to the phone of Mr.
She does it again, now realizing he can see her. She abruptly raises her arm to her face in a sharp, unnatural motion, making one of the most unmistakable signals imaginable. Then she locks eyes on Robert Alessi, like a trained hound pointing to its target,
Come on.
all with a bizarre grin on her face that gives it all away.
and whether it refreshes your recollection on any comments Mr. Whiffen made about
Smiling.
objection.
Brennan finally picks up her signal and states his objection, and she couldn't be more pleased. It's one of the strangest moments we've seen from this judge, as if the gravity of a woman fighting for her life means nothing. She's just been caught sending covert signals to the very prosecutor whose conduct should be under scrutiny, not aided by the bench. Whatever her reasoning, this is unethical, inexcusable, and she should be removed for this infraction immediately.
I'm going to see you inside for 2 minutes on this. Okay.
By the way, I believe that was either right before lunch. I think it was the end of the day. And she's laughing. And she's a fucking... By the way, something nobody mentioned. Every time I mention something about this shit in somebody's chat room, they fucking steal and they give me no credit. I always give everybody else their flowers. What the truck, man? But anyway, I've noticed that Bev says it a million times. So if the Hank Brennan, the prosecutor, says like, objection, Your Honor, she'll say, no, I'm letting them have it. I'm going to let them have it. I'm going to let them have it. Usually she says sustained or overruled, blah, 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 and she fucks the defense all the time. But I noticed her saying, no, I'm going to let them have it. So I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm just reading into it, and I'm hypersensitive because Auntie Bev is such a corrupt bullshit artist. But when I hear her say, let them have it, so there's only us and they? You know what I'm saying? So it's like her in the Commonwealth. The judge is supposed to be independent. The justice is supposed to be blind. You know what I mean? For her to say, no, I'll let them have it. As if it's her and the defense. I mean, the prosecution against the defense. I'll let them have it. We're in our little crew over here. I'll let them have it. See, that's how I look at it. Anyway, let me get the fuck out of there. I know Airplane Willie's lost his mind. Nah, he's just like, come on, dude. Anywho, I want to show you guys something. I got a little bit of time. By the way, shout out to this Matty P. I thought this was pretty funny. This must be an example of that white privilege I'm always hearing so much about. When was this fucking taken? Like 1872, 1918, something like that? Distended belly. Yeah, look at white privilege. I don't fucking think so. Biden's been sick for years. Oh, that's another thing. My wife, she's like, talk about Biden. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I was actually going to talk a little bit about him yesterday anyway. This is going to be quick because I got some other shit too. But Biden's got cancer. It's like stage 9 or whatever the fuck it is on like the fucking Heisenberg. He's a level 9 Heisenberg or something, whatever the fuck it is. Give me a break. The fucking Democrats and a whole bunch of people knew this dude had cancer. You don't just go up to the level 9 Heisenberg stage overnight. It's tough because you should never wish death on somebody or cancer or to be sick or anything. Shouldn't do it. But let's just say it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. I mean, if you look back what this dude has done, he's gotten people fucking slaughtered and killed. He's thrown old grannies in jail for expressing their First Amendment right in J6. I mean, literally, there is so much, and that's just in the last, his last term. This guy has been a fucking straight-up menace forever. He's the one who did the 94 crime bill. He wrote it and everything, passed it, so that black people would have to go to jail for crack for a longer term than white people had to go for coke. Now, I know it might be funny in a way. You can make jokes about it, I should say. But that's pretty fucked up. And you know what that does? That builds resentment. So when we're, pretty much living in harmony in the 80s and 90s, except for all the rap music that was purposely being pumped up by, like, people like, I don't know, Public Enemy, saying, Whitey died, Whitey motherfucker, chuck-a-luck-a damn Whitey, kill Whitey motherfucker, burn, kill the whites, bring the noise. That shit was all being pumped out on purpose, all to divide us, because I'll tell you, growing up in the 80s and 90s, and I was in a city with, mostly black people. People really didn't give a flying shit what color anybody was. You know why? Because this is what the white people look like. That's what they should look like now. Shout out, Will! Chuckaluckas. This is what we was looking like. Except we had on, nice sneakers and shit. And we cleaned ourselves. But this boy right here is like, man, I ain't had no dang old food in months, Paul. No, but for real, jokes aside, these kids have to be gone by now. I don't think they're going to be mad at me for saying this stuff. This dude, I look at little Billy's belly. He ain't eaten so long. That's what was up. Black people knew that white people were just as fucking poor as they were. So, but this is what people like Biden did. I could literally go on and on and on and on. On and on and on. I don't wish any ill will, but, I think he's going to be down there for a little bit. Maybe for life. I don't know how it works. I don't know if, like, hell is a permanent sentence, but, Oh, I didn't even play this one real quick. What the fuck happened to Dan Bongino?
Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee-deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it. outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
He killed himself. You want me to? I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story.
Dan Bongino is a fucking disgrace. I reserve the right to change my mind if somehow this dude comes out while he's in a position of power, by the way. Don't come out of your position of power in 2, 3, 4 years and get back on your high horse talking about, we need to get to the bottom of shit. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're in power. You're the person to get to the bottom of shit. And in this shit, you guys all seen this stuff, right? Him and Kash Patel. Kash Patel's like, I don't know anything anymore. I used to run my mouth on Glenn Beck's show, on PBD, on Joe Rogan, and I talk a lot of shit. And now I am fucking Israel's bitch. I don't know what he's doing. It's not about fucking Jewish people. That's a weird way to say it. Sorry. I'm from Boston. I don't know what to tell you. It's not about the daggone Jewish people. I can't say when everybody does that. It's about assholes in power in America, but the Israeli government has gotten us into fucking nearly every damn war. I could show you all this shit. I don't hate anybody. I got this Jewish people I love. I hate that I have to even say this shit because it should just be okay to say. If I talk about the government of Cameroon, that's black people. If I talk about the government, I always bring up Ireland. Fuck it. If I talk about the government of Ireland is doing some bad shit, nobody will accuse me of hating all Irish people. You know what I mean? So it just sucks I can't talk about this without people being upset. I think they're covering up. The very fucking first thing that Dan Bongino said after he got nominated to be in whatever the fucking stupid thing he is, third in command of the Secret Service. I don't even know what his stupid title is. I can't look at his dumb face anymore without wanting to puke. That's not that bad. But still, first thing he said was, my biggest somebody asked him in an interview, and he's like, well, my biggest passion, my number one passion is Israel. What? The fuck does Israel have to do with you? What the fuck does Israel have to do with you? That would be like me saying, my number one passion is Chile. My number one passion is Peru. Oh, I'm so passionate about Peru. What? No, it wouldn't be like that. You know why? Because we all know what the fuck's going on. And it's not because of Jewish people. It's because of the Israeli government. That's who we need to focus on. If we want to fucking fix shit and end all this bullshit, we give them money. I told you guys before, we give them money. They take a chunk of it, bring it into AIPAC, or they put it into AIPAC. AIPAC brings it around, spreads it all around, and gets all the politicians in America to, they give them campaign money. And, you get to keep your campaign money after a certain amount of time. So they basically get to pocket the fucking money. It's a fucking payoff. And in return, they have to do the things that they want them to do. I don't know if you know this, but when we went into Iraq, that was because Netanyahu said, oh, there's weapons of mass destruction there. You must go. If you don't, everybody will die. They're going to bomb the whole world. There's weapons, so you better go now because they actually helped take down the towers too. I am not kidding you. This is what this shit is. They steal our tax money, give trillions to Israel. Israel takes 20, 30 billion, brings it back, pays off all those people. Believe me, the politicians are just as dirty as the Israeli government. They're in on it. They're all fucking. It's a payoff. It's a little. Fucking Ponzi scheme, and we're the suckers. Anyway, I don't know how I got into that, but I do know. They are covering. This dickhead right here knows who's the bosses. And it's not the American people, unfortunately. It sucks. So, real quick, we get 5 minutes. Damn, I want to get into some Steiny shit. Alex did some shit. This is my boy. DMS. Let's go. Oh, I don't know if you guys seen Unk delivers. I know I'm like going straight from hot shit to speaking of hot shit, into Alex's fun. Real quick, I'm gonna force you guys to listen to my song because I looked at the stats and not one person listened to the whole damn thing. I made this song. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is one Morgan sent. Appreciate you always. You know that. I appreciate you helping me out. I made the song for Glenn Beck in 2010 for the Restoring Honor Rally. One of my kids is on the damn computer. I'm seeing myself all glitchy. I was going through all my old songs and found it to be relative to the problem today. I hope y'all like it. The recording studio did an excellent job, but I fucking hated the auto-tune. That's why I never really did anything too much with it. But I'll just play a little bit. Ready?
I'm good at clashing with boldness, so hear me. I'm good to hold to the truth, so you better too. Good to speak without fear, I speak fearless. I'm good to give it all, you better give it too. I wake up in the morning to freedom. Throughout the day I give thanks and gratitude. There's always people around that don't appreciate. So I wrote this song so I can break on through. We live in a country with a bill of rights. Everywhere out there tells you what you can do. You can be whatever you wanna be. So why would you wanna roll with the socialist crew? Grew up break dancing on cardboard and glad dancing the bands like the telescope. Whatever the genre of the music was, they all had one fight, one common cause. And stand up to the man, do whatever we can. Fight against oppression, government. And we lost our fight and let the government win. You watch the down of the heritage of the union. I'm good at clashing with boldness, so hear me. I'm good to hold to the truth, so you better too. Good to speak without fear, I speak fearless. I'm good to give it all, you better give it too. I wish American freedom was infectious. I wish we didn't have to catch the European flu. All this fashion and socialists around me. Sometimes I feel helpless, don't know what to do. Then I remember this is America. And somehow, somewhere we survive, we stay. We overcome together, we're stronger. Don't let Hollywood set the bomb everywhere. Never follow the crowd. I'll be with that crowd and make sure they never knock another tower down. Have we thought of the war, but we fight it to win. And Democrats need to let it out again. I'm gonna crush you with boldness, so hear me. I'm gonna hold you the truth, so you better too. Gonna speak without fear, I speak fearless. I'm gonna give it all, you better give it too. I keep looking around for George Washington, but I only see him when they try to pass the book. Do you believe progressive means progress? It's just another way for them to try to control us. Capitalism works, I hope you listen there. Innovation comes with competition. You can keep your government supervision. We know what's best for us, like the free market. Teach us the correction, baby. But keep Big Brother away from my children. I was angry before, well I'm pissed off now. Fight for the right, rockin' this money. I've said it before, so I'll say it again, so they can hear us all the way it was today. I'm gonna grant you with boldness, so hear me. I'm gonna
Alright, I won't torture you guys anymore. I hope you guys liked it. I literally was looking at the stats. I'm like, not one fucking person listened to that whole thing. It's not easy to put yourself out there, especially, like, I'm going to find a bunch of my old songs, my old bands. They're fucking hardcore shit. Like, this is kind of like that fun 90s punk shit. It was for Glenn Beck. I'm not going to give him, like, you know, fucking grungy, super New York hardcore shit. But I don't know. I hope you guys liked it. I made it in 2010. It was a long time ago. But I just found it interesting. I'm like, teachers grooming. And I'm like, European flu? I know it was a China flu, but it was interesting. I just found it kind of weird. Brooklyn Bridge 1, Mexico 0. I said, to be honest, it's still kind of funny. But I didn't know there were people. Oh, man, come on. I didn't know there were fools on the masts of the ship. It's honestly really sad. Like, it would have been funny if nobody got hurt, damn it. Ruined our freaking joke. Oh, shit, it's that time. Dogmatch Steve's in the place to be, my boy. What's good? Dan Bongino has always seemed suspicious absolutely cringe like a Fed. Dude, I swear to God, I felt the same exact way. I was pissed when Alex's show's premiere will be on time, I promise. Just give me like 2 more minutes. I need 2 more minutes. Dutch Duke's in the place. Damn, what's up, Dutch Duke? Sean's up in here, my boy. What's good? Damn, I stink at reading the chat. Stacy J's in here. What up, girl? Damn, who else did I miss? I'm so sorry. I stink at the damn looking at the chat. I need to practice to be as good as Doc Match Steve. Damn, you're good. Scar has a lot of accents that are actually pretty good considering his Boston accent. Thank you, Airplane Willie. I appreciate that. I lost my train of thought. Dan, which never happens. Yeah, right. No, dude, I feel the same way. Dan Bongino was supposed to take over for Rush Limbaugh, and then the other two donkeys end up taking the spot, right? And I was pissed because I'm like, I just heard Dan Bongino, like, you know, the stuff he said seemed pretty cool. And, you know, whatever. And I'm like, you're taking over for Maharishi. Like, that's a big position. At least for me, Rush Limbaugh's the man, right? And then I realized these two doofuses who do, I shouldn't call them that. Whatever. The two guys who do, one's like a sports dude, the other one's like a whatever guy. I can't even remember the friggin' names. I slowly realized, you know, weeks afterwards, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's better off Dan Bongino didn't do it, because I started watching Dan Bongino's show every single day. And it was just something off about him, DMS. I am absolutely with you. I don't know what it is, bro. I shouldn't say never, because there was a period of time where I thought Dan Bongino was like the next thing. But something was just fishy about that son of a bitch ever since I started hearing him. I watched his show, you know, throughout the last couple of years. I'm not going to lie. But I still never, ever truly, like, you know, he has like Bongino Army. Yeah, real fucking clever. You didn't steal that from 500 other people, especially the Bubba Army, damn you. And that's what his thing's called, Bongino Army. Like, you would never catch me saying I'm Bongino Army. I'm Bubba Army, motherfucker, for life. But yeah, remember to hit that like button, lovers. Yes, thank you, DMS. Big E, DMS is going to have to go into hiding after his parody today. Oh my God, I didn't even talk about that. You know what? I'll leave it as a great cliffhanger. Another banger. Dogman Steve has never not made a good parody song, by the way. Just so you know. All right, I got to go. I'm super late behind the thing. Not too bad, but, you know, I'm like 3 minutes behind schedule. I'll be over at Alex Stein's. That's what we've been doing, even though I'm doing a terrible job of promoting Alex. Damn it, I was going to watch a couple of things, but that's all right. We'll leave it up, you know, to Alex to shine like a diamond like he is. Alex Stein's coming up next. I will see you guys all in Alex's chat. Then don't forget, our boy, my man, Doc Matt Steve's on right afterwards. We're going to party in the chat and have a damn old good time. DMS is always fun. We love him. But right now, it's Alex Stein time. I'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love every stinking last one he is. Thank you. It's been fun for me. I missed the hell out of this. I'll see you guys over at Alex's. Go over to Alex's now. Go, 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 go.